Right here directly in front of us is a little wall, this little break wall. Well, immediately on the other side of it is a canal. And you can see off to the left there's the yellow top and then the blue bottom of that building over there. Okay, the canal goes right out where those jet skis are. You can see those jet skis out there. You take a right and you follow that canal where you see some more boats straight ahead out to that island. That's Drunken Jack's. Okay, then you
Yeah, you doing it.
You do?
No, I live in freshwater too. I'm probably in. Those are minutes.
Тебе такой вот незнакомый. Ну классно, на фоне этого. Давай я тебе сниму, ты мне на фоне птицы. Что просто птицы? Ставь на фоне птицы. Там и лягушечки прыгают в море.
When is he going to bring back this, the part where they took the dude's shirt off and then he was crouching right? The whole cut and wonder if they are, you think? I don't know. Unoccupied. In the show? Out of the year. Right over here on this side was the garage. Of course, you can see right all the way up to Ottawa right now. Right at the end of that is a fireplace right there. Now, once we look on either side over here, of course, here, Anna was a great sculptor. She did 22 pieces of art, and she actually used live subjects. So she had horses, she had bears, she had dogs, she had monkeys, she had about it. Got her own petting zoo right over here, folks. And over here, of course, on this side.
Where's the muscle?
Okay, say it again.
Where's the muscle?
Okay, faster.
Where's the muscle?
Okay, everybody. What's a masa saw? What's a masa saw?
Where's the muscle?
Right.
Now, taking out of the account, of course, all the trinkets that are on this grave, what is missing off of her marker right here? What's missing?
88, he outlived 3 wives. Back during that time, they treated illness and sicknesses with what? With mercury and also with leeches. They tried to bleed it out of you. Also, when it opened up trade with India and removed those favorable tariffs against dyed goods from the colonies here. Okay? Rice was harvested by getting out there with a sickle or a scythe, whacking it off down close to the ground, and then moving it to an area where it could dry up some. Then you'd pound it against the ground really aggressively, and then you'd wait another couple of days for it to loosen up. Then you'd come back around with some machetes or big sharp knives or something, and you'd whack that up into little smaller pieces. And that would further separate the rice kernels from the chaff. Okay, and then women would come around with big baskets or big basket. Okay, you can harvest these oysters here as long as you're not a restaurant. You have to get a license. There's an egret standing there in the shadow. Now you see that big white house midway down the right side of the island. Okay, you see the half moons on the bottom of it. That house was built for Plowden Weston. Remember the lieutenant governor, the young guy that died at 44? That house was built for Plowden Weston by one of the slaves that he freed. He freed his slaves in 1840. Okay, and one of the slaves, okay, then here on the right is George Polly's house. This is the Polly house. Okay, all of these historic places now are private residences. Polly's Island is 7 miles long. At its widest point, it's a half a mile wide. Pirates love these islands because they could pull their ships up alongside or in back of them. They could put a lookout on the ocean side of it, which would be to our right. And an island like this was ideal because it was only a half a mile wide. A signal would come back to the rest of the guys at the camp. This is the other bed and breakfast. There are only 2 bed and breakfasts. These are only 2 commercial outlets on the island.